After having our sweet break from the intense assaults, we are now ready to descend, going to Barangay Bangon. And we have finally reached the stable trail of the journey. And this is the spot where we took shade and rest for a while. And we have finally made it to the bridge, which is the last challenge of the journey going to Barangay Bangon. And after a few minutes, we have finally set foot in the Upland Barangay. In Bangon is where we ate our lunch. We also took shade and rested to temporarily escape the unforgiving heat of the sun. Good thing we were near the water source and have been hydrating to reduce the risk of heat stroke, and most of all, to prepare ourselves for the next chapter. After facing some short yet brutal gradients, we were able to reach the road going to Barangay Palanyugan. And off we went without any idea of the jump off going to Barangay Cagudalo. All we know is it is situated before Barangay Palanyugan. But before we head directly to Cagudalo, we visited first a place which I called as Garden of Joni. We were first to set foot in this place way back in 2020 during our Lipas San Vicente mountain biking traverse. Once again here in the Garden of Joni. As you can see, the landscape in here is actually awesome, but the grass in here needs some kind of training. When we came back here almost a year, the trail has actually clearing from the trailhead, but right now it's almost like a sea of grass. So in order to appreciate the beauty of this the summit of this hill, this needs some kind of training. It's actually awesome here. Oh, okay. And after spending a few minutes in Garden of Joni, we were able to arrive at the jump off going to Barangay Cagudalo, and at this point, it's time for some shredding once again. As you can see, we entered the trailhead on the right side, which was definitely not the right path to Cagudalo. And after getting lost, we finally managed to take the correct trail, and it's time to hike with our bikes once again. This particular set of footage may suggest that the journey to Cagudalo was a walk in the park. It was definitely not. The barangay is situated on top of the mountain, which means we have to ascend. We have faced brutal assaults. Exhausted and probably dehydrated, we have finally reached the vicinity of Cagudalo and we met these youngsters in what they call a signalan. I believe it is the only part of the barangay which people can access signal and mobile data. I asked if there's a nearby water source, but unfortunately, it is far from the barangay, and the stores don't sell any bottled water, so Myla volunteered to give us water and we followed her to their home. After thanking Myla for her kindness, we made our way to Pupua and braced ourselves for the strenuous hike and bike journey. From this, I realized once again that rediscovering our homeland can bring us to places with splendid landscapes, as well as meeting kind-hearted people. This traversing quest started at sunrise and would be savoring every bit of the moment until sundown. The journey from Cagudalo to Pupua was definitely strenuous. It was more about hiking compared to mountain biking. Total distance from Cagudalo to Pupua is close to 6 or 8 kilometers. This concludes that whenever we explore the outdoors, spearheaded by Sir Joni of course, it will be an epic adventure. Some might not understand or hate it, but only the chosen ones would love it.